Turning to Strathmore, I find myself reflecting on the profound impact of this trip. It has emphasized the need for international and cross-cultural understanding in the legal education in Kenya.
The most important part of this trip was that we got an opportunity to create lifelong friendships among our friends. This is something that we live to cherish for as long as we live.
My experience in Hungary has been both enriching as well as eye-opening. One of the most profound things I've learned is the role of law in shaping the outcomes of our society. And in this case, I'd like to draw a distinction between the legal system in Kenya as well as the legal system in Hungary. And one of the key legal systems, despite Kenya being a common law and Hungary being a civil law system, is the role of courts. The Constitutional Court in Hungary is the most powerful court, and it has the ability as well as the power to scrutinize all the laws passed in Hungary. This is of the effect that the legislature in Hungary cannot pass a law that is unconstitutional. In contrast to our country, it would seem that the legislature in our country would have more power than the judiciary. And because of this scrutiny that we have in Hungary that seems to be lacking in our country, we see that the laws in Hungary are very, very effective and very, very well scrutinized. I think this is a very crucial learning point that Kenya should adopt in empowering the courts to make sure that there is a strict balance in the separation of powers as well as checks and balances.
The difference comes in the mode of delivery of the judicial process. When it comes to Hungary, I find that the system here is so efficient in terms of it's technologically driven, the systems are codified and everything is on top. And I feel like this is something that the Kenyan system can as well as adapt. Given the roles of the court, I'd say that each country has its own system that works for its own people.
One of the most interesting facts about the government in Hungary as well as the judicial system is the keen interest and focus in the rights of future generations. Everything in Hungary has been geared towards protecting the rights of future generations, which clearly has not been taken into consideration as much in Kenya. And this has led into activities by the government as well as procedures and initiatives to protect the interests of future generations. We'd like to implore the government of Kenya to consider such things, considering structuring our legal system, our activities as well as the initiatives of the government for the interest of future generations.
I find that both Kenya and Hungary have their own peculiar systems that work for them. But above all, I'd say that international collaboration and integration is one of the key factors that is important in the 21st century when it comes to the effectiveness of the judicial systems, the world as a whole.
I'm immensely grateful to the SLS management in organizing such an academic trip. The rationale has always been to offer an enriching experience to law students in Strathmore, not only limited to our country, but also to other countries such as Hungary. I'm grateful for the SLS management for such an opportunity.
The experience has been spellbinding.